All right, we're going to switch gears and get into the Caps. Caps, big win yesterday. You know, after that disappointing road swing that I was talking about, how they had to do well and they didn't really do all that well. They floated around 50% of the points they could get, they got, I think, or something like that. It was not very inspiring. It is getting to the point now where the Capitals really need to fucking get it together and start taking control of the division. And last night was the first step, I think, of a very strong finish for them. I don't know what it is, but when they play in the Verizon Center, they're like a different team than when they are on the road. They played Florida, and right away, within 13 seconds of the game, Perreault puts one in the net, and Ovechkin followed suit. I mean, they were on fire last night. They would have beaten anybody in the league last night. Vokoun, 42 saves. I mean, they dominated. Basically, they did what good teams do, and that's beat the inferior competition early, crush their hopes, and pretty much skate to a win. And that's what they did. I mean, 2-0 after 1, 4-0 after 2, and then they just skated around for 20 minutes in the third. That's pretty much what they did. If they play like that and they come out fired up like that, they should beat lots of teams. It just pisses me off when they go out on the road and they don't realize they're playing somebody until the third period and they're down 3. It's a team like Carolina. Like, tomorrow, Winnipeg comes into town. For whatever reason, Winnipeg is really close with us and the Panthers. This division shouldn't even be close. Like, let's be serious. This division, the Capitals should not be fighting anyone in this division for the championship. And they are. And that speaks volumes to what they're dealing with this year, whatever issue it is. But Winnipeg's going to come into town tomorrow, and they should blow them off the ice. No excuses. Like, none of this, I'm going to play good one game, and then we're going to go out and crap the bed the next game and lose like 2-1 and get outshot 3-1, have more people get hurt. I mean, we're starting to get healthy here, so hopefully, Like doesn't seem to be hurt too badly. Ovechkin's back. We got to get Backstrom and Green back. It looks like they'll be back in the next couple weeks. And hopefully, maybe we'll get it together at the end of the season and do something. It seems like we're always the team that starts out fast, and then when the playoffs start, all of a sudden we forget to play hockey, and then, we're watching everybody else play after the second round. So maybe this is our year, and they can get it together. But the second line, Shamira, Perreault, and Semin, they better keep them together for the rest of the year. There's so much speed on that line. They got to keep that line together. They got to. I mean, that line was moving last night. So, what? So you got to keep that line together. Vokoun seems to be getting into a groove. It's like 2 shutouts in a row now. So, the Caps got some things going on. If you're listening, Dominic Catone and Brad Watts, I would like you guys to come on here and spit some hockey knowledge one of these days. Yeah, Jacoby says so too. So we the Caps have a pretty good stretch here of winnable games because it gets hard in March. The schedule down the stretch is not fun. So we'll kind of take a look at that. Let's see. Terps we did, Caps we did, Super Bowl we did. Here we go. I want to talk about Carolina and Duke for a second.
Why?
Well, I'll tell you why. My dear friend Cindy. My dear friend Cindy is a self-proclaimed PG County girl, born and raised in Laurel, Maryland. For those of you who don't own a globe, Laurel, Maryland is approximately 5 to 7 minutes away from the front door of the University of Maryland. She went to Maryland, she got a degree from Maryland, and then promptly moved to North Carolina. Today on Facebook, she put something on Facebook that when I checked, I was sitting at a red light actually, and I was going through Facebook on my phone, And I got so mad I almost just rear-ended the guy in front of me who happened to be park police. So that even got me a little bit more fired up than usual. And the funny thing is, her hate towards these two teams that play tonight, Carolina and Duke, her Facebook status, and you're going to like this, Jared. This is what she said. Pulling it up so I can quote her verbatim.
I'm waiting for it.
So I can quote her verbatim, so I don't want this taken out of context. It says, "Excited for the UNC Duke game tonight!" Exclamation point.
Please say a command.
Here's my command. As a Maryland fan, you are never allowed to be excited for Carolina Duke.
Exactly.
I mean, what the hell are you excited about? Is it Duke Vitale screaming at you for 2 hours saying how great both these programs are?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, Coach K, he's the best. Oh, let me tell you about Coach Williams. He's going to recruit the best players in the country every year. Oh, my goodness. Carolina Duke, you can't beat it. Yes, you can beat it. You can watch slugs fuck. I mean, what do the refs do in Carolina Duke? Who do they get refs from Switzerland to call it down the middle? I mean, what do the refs do when Carolina plays Duke? Like, I mean, we know what happens when Duke plays everybody else and when Carolina plays everybody else, but what happens when they play each other? I think that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to watch the game, and I'm going to see how many fouls at the end of the game each team has. I guarantee you it will be within 2. Guarantee you. I don't know, and it is 7:09 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to say team fouls. Who's hosting the game? Is it at Duke?
It's at UNC.
It's at UNC? Okay, so Duke will have 23 fouls. Carolina will have... No, that's too high. Duke will have 20 fouls. Carolina will have 18 fouls. And the game will come down. It'll be, like, really close. And they'll be like, oh, man, these two teams are great. They're so evenly matched. All this crap. So, Cindy, go to a bar in Podunk, Carolina. Straddle up with your cowboy hat loving friends. Pick a shade of blue and root for somebody. Yes, you're dying over here. What do you got to say?
Because you're you're no longer welcome in Maryland.
You have to turn in your Maryland card.
No.
Unless you come on my show next time and explain yourself. Because you got some splaining to do, young lady.
Who's Duke?
Duke?
What's Duke?
I mean, exactly. But one wears a dark blue, one wears a baby blue.
Yeah.
One guy, I mean, this is... And as Syracuse comes on TV, that's another indigestion topic that for Syracuse about to tip with Georgetown here. So yeah, Cindy, calling you out. You know, what ESPN does with Carolina Duke, it just drives me nuts. I mean, full disclosure, I'm a Yankee fan, so they do the same thing with Red Sox Yankees. I'll admit it. But at least the games with Yankees and Red Sox are competitive, and there's a division title usually on the line. They put these two teams on TV all the time. Doesn't matter if one team's good and the other team's good. They BS the ratings because to make it look better. Like, I don't know what these two teams are ranked, but I guarantee you Duke is ranked too high. I guarantee they're ranked too high. I'm going to pull it up right now. I mean, because they have to do this because it's on ESPN, so they're going to make it matter. Carolina's ranked 5th. Okay, that's about right. Duke is 9th. There's no way Duke is 9th. No way. It's Kentucky, Syracuse, Ohio State, Missouri, Carolina, Baylor, Florida, Murray State are all above Duke. You telling me Duke is better than Kansas? Duke better than Georgetown? I don't think Duke's better than Georgetown. I think Georgetown would beat Duke straight up on any court. Who else? Florida State is ranked 17th. Florida State beat Duke at Duke. Duke. Jesus. I'm serious, man. See, the pig's even fired up about this. But I think that's all I got for tonight. Next episode, we'll talk about Maryland Duke. We'll go over Syracuse Georgetown. And that's about it. As always, this has been a 5 to 7 presentation. Tell your friends. Dave Matthews, thank you for not suing me for using the song. Later.